Yes, another beautiful day.
Another beautiful day.
Blessed to see another beautiful day.
Definitely.
How you doing tonight?
I'm doing really good. I'm feeling a lot better. Don't sound like a man too much tonight.
No, you look beautiful. I see you got your. I see you between hairdos.
Yeah, I'll be having to put my hat on, sometimes when I'm in between hairdos, but.
Yeah, I like that hat. That hat is beautiful.
Yeah, this hat
You know
is
what I'm
fly.
saying?
This hat is fly. But anyway, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. My energy is a little off. It's been a trying week. I'm between, midterms. School
Yeah.
is going crazy. It's banoodles right now. Like not even bananas, banoodles. It's a whole new word.
Been there, done that. I already
Yeah.
know how that is.
Man, shout out to class of '94. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying? Like, yeah,
Class
it's
of
our
94.
25th year. I haven't had a chance to do much for us. This is our 20th year. I did this. Stacking kicks. Shout out to Stacking Kicks. He did the shirts for us, and
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? We dusted them off, and we represent.
Put them on
tonight.
out the closet.
You know what I'm
and
saying?
was
We
just like,
represent
what's
tonight.
up?
Shout out to the sponsors, man. Hammer and Nails. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep me fresh to death. All I gotta do is stop by and I'll get tightened up. No questions asked. I love y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. Mason's Cheesecake Company. If y'all ain't ordering your cheesecakes, I'm seeing them sales go up. I don't know where it's coming from, but hey, shout out to y'all, man. Eat up. I'm finna have me a shot at cheesecake too. Hello?
I won't be having a cheesecake because I'm watching the Elle figure. But
Yeah, she
other
looking
than
good.
that,
I
thank
mean,
you.
I really appreciate what you doing, like for the family, like representing,
Definitely.
holding it down. You know what I'm saying? 20 plus years. Like, I mean, you longer than the shirt. See, the shirt has meaning. I'm representing the shirt, but this shirt, like, is the topic of our discussion tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot that's going in with this shirt. You know what I'm saying? I met you in high school.
Definitely.
Or before.
Actually,
before.
you
Right.
met me
Yes.
when you were the age of our son.
Yes. Ooh.
Who's cutting up.
Right. Yeah, we need some help. We gonna come to y'all tonight because, man, we are at our wits' end with this.
We're not
You know
at
what
our
I'm saying?
wits' end.
Yeah,
Because
for
our
sure.
son is a definite
For sure, we ain't at our wits.
scholar, A's and B's, good grades, all that good stuff.
He's his
So,
father's son. He's his father's son.
well,
He wants to.
I was actually going to give
explore.
myself that credit for the good grades. I was going to give you
No,
the...
I'm talking about the other stuff that he's doing that he's trying to explore with the.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna give you the credit for the inviting girls over to the house without permission.
No, I didn't authorize that. I was at it. He thought I was gone, and he thought it was just mom, and mom was like running the errand.
brother,
I'm looking at. Yes,
bruh. The moral to the story
I explored the
is-
whole thing.
The moral to the story is, we all at home minding our own business. Actually, where were
I was
you?
gone.
Oh, you
I
were
was
gone.
Yeah,
Oh
that's what
my
I'm saying. He
goodness.
didn't know.
Oh,
He
you
didn't know I could pull right back
stand
up.
Flag on the play. I stand corrected. But anyway.
Yeah.
I'm at home minding my own business, up in the kitchen, getting some dinner prepared. Next thing I know, my son comes downstairs talking about, Mom, can I go outside? That's normal. Okay, cool. No problem. But then the next thing I know, ding, ding, my doorbell's ring. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's one of his homies. Okay, maybe he's seen him outside. Okay, cool, Mo D. So I go down there, and then I open the door. It's a whole young girl.
What?
It's a whole young girl.
Man.
And so I had thought, baby, people come to the door. I thought Uber Eats, Postmates, or maybe she had the wrong, sometimes people like come to the house and they have the wrong,
Yes,
place. Because,
yes. Things happen.
things happen.
Absolutely.
But the whole dad was in the car, like hanging out the window, waiting for us to let her in. And
Wow.
so I looked at my son and I was like, do you know her? Like what's going on? And he was like, oh yeah, that's my friend.
What?
That's your friend?
Yeah.
So what I had to do was I had to ask the young lady, can you give me 2.5 seconds? And yes, I did close the door. And, I didn't close the door, disrespectfully, but I had to, get myself together because I was about to flash on my son, and I didn't want to do that in front of the homegirl,
Or the dad.
Or the dad,
Why didn't you stop the dad, though? You should have stopped the dad, for sure.
Well, first of all, I wasn't really concerned because I'm still thinking she had the wrong place.
Righteous.
You know what I'm saying?
Righteous.
I'm still trying to calculate what's going on.
No, but he already said it was his friend. I mean, at the point where he said it was his friend.
Okay, well, then my next question was, does she live in the neighborhood? Because, everybody,
Righteous.
So, maybe it was on me. I'll go
No,
ahead.
you did the right thing. You called me.
What I'm saying at that point, maybe it's on me because I wasn't thinking as to ask the dad because I'm still discombobulated as my son knows good and dang well that there is no company at my house without any permission. Right. So I'm still trying to figure out, like, did he lose his mind? Is he tripped? Like, what's wrong with my son?
He lost his mind.
I'm not thinking about the girl. I'm thinking about my son. Like,
Righteous.
What's going on?
I can dig it.
So, after that, they went out and hung out and kicked it outside and, that was cool. But then the next thing, they, I needed some answers and stuff. That's at the time that you had,
Yes. I pulled up and I got the call. It was crazy. I got the call. I wasn't home, but I made myself come back home, okay? Because I heard that was like crazy. He had a girl over. I sped
No, he didn't have a girl over.
He had a girl over. We got to call a spade a spade. She had a girl over.
But when she was outside during that time, she wasn't over the house to where,
So when I pulled up, they were outside. I got in his face about it. I was like, what's going on? What happened? And she was sitting right there. So I was polite. You know what I'm saying? I'm asking him questions that, a father should ask. You know what I mean? I'm like, what's up, son? How did I miss the memo? Right. What happened with the memo? And he just was like, he gave me some wild stories. So I pulled him in the house. I pulled him in the garage first, and I talked to him, and I told her to I interviewed her first. Asked her who she was.
Yeah, because I'm still in the kitchen.
What's going on?
My cook on?
What's going on? Why are you at my house? And how did your dad? Because I wasn't here for dad, so I had to speed through that. But I wanted to really ask her, how did dad let her do this?
However, let me just take a time
out. I'm still off the. I'm still ain't got over that. The girl was not
being blamed. We weren't blaming the girl. We weren't blaming anyone at this point.
Oh,
we were just trying
I'm
to get
my
an
son.
Understanding as to what was going
on.
I
got some blames for sure.
If any blames, it's gonna be my son because for one,
the son and the dad. The dad didn't get no confirmation.
I'm not even gonna blame the dad. In a sense, I'm gonna blame my son for the fact that he decided upon himself to tell her to come hang out. He didn't tell us.
Right.
So as far as she and her dad is concerned,
so what was he thinking? I'm trying to think. What was he thinking?
However, I wouldn't drop
join the
my
discussion.
daughter.
What y'all think he was thinking?
Y'all
this
think?
Is crazy. Like, I have no idea what's going on. Like, what happened? Like, what happened?
I don't know what's happening. I guess for me, I wouldn't be dropping my daughter off at nobody. First of all, with both my children, I wasn't dropping them off at anybody. I'm going, hey, how you do? I need to look at the environment and see what's going on because if the environment ain't looking cool,
right?
You're not staying.
I mean, the parents. I gotta know the parents. Make contact with the parents. I mean, as long as my son live in the house. I mean, I don't care. Even at 18, he talking about going to some new person's house, and he calling me saying, "I'm finna go to." No. I need to know where their parents at, who they is, how they move. I would hope the same in return. I have no problem. I welcome.
Definitely.
I am definitely Googleable. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. So
man, that was crazy. That's how my week went. It's like really trying to process that, like, cause now we on the defense, man. So my question to y'all is like.
I'm not actually on the defense. This is what I want to say. Are you on the defense?
I feel like I'm on the defense because now he's 13, and it's like there's more to come. That was a gateway.
Well, I look at it as his mother as more as a teachable moment. And the reason why I say that for is because I'm very open with my kids. You know what I'm saying? They can talk to me about anything, everything under the sun. I am not accepting of the behavior that happened behind the whole not having permission extravaganza.
Right.
But what I am saying is there's a teachable thing, a couple things. The first thing is the son. You can't disrespect the household because that's going to already start a red flag with the whole scenario anyway. Not saying that I'm condoning him having a relationship, but we're in a new age at this point. And that's what I wanted to talk about. Is
that's what I was going to say. Yeah.
Parenting.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Because she was 12.
She was 12 in the 7th grade.
Yeah. I mean, and she just got dropped off. You know what I'm saying? With no care, concern. No, hey, what y'all eating over there? Y'all, don't feed
what
my
y'all
kid.
Eating over there. What are y'all? Who's in there? Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Man,
like,
it could have went down.
It could have just been EJ opening the door like it
By
could have just by
himself.
himself. Like
Right.
what?
Oh my goodness.
Come on.
I remember being in 8th grade though.
And
I
so
remember
do
in 8th
I.
grade.
I wasn't having sex in 8th grade, but you know what I'm saying? You know, everybody
Why
used to
do
do
I-
the Humpty Dumpty.
Yeah,
you
I'm
know
saying.
what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
why
But-
why people forget where they come from? Like I was
Oh,
wild.
I don't
wild.
forget where I come from. I
was
wasn't
wild.
having sex. You know what
You wasn't
I'm
having
saying?
sex in 8th grade?
No, but I was like
was
I
pretty
said,
close.
I was said the Humpty Dumpty.
What's the Humpty Dumpty?
You know when you be humping, you
Or
know, what
dry
I'm saying?
humping?
Dry humping, whatever. I don't know what they call that
That's
stuff.
you might as well. I mean, you
Might
getting
as
off.
well and
You're getting
doing
off, ain't ya?
it. Might as well.
Are you
and
getting
doing
off?
it.
Was you getting off?
I didn't know what I was doing.
Okay,
In
yeah.
8th
I
grade.
knew what I was doing.
I don't. You
I knew what I
probably
was doing.
and that's exactly why your son. I am like radar do because you knew what you was doing. See, I don't need.
No, I didn't know what I was doing. Like not the whole doing. I mean more like I thought. You know what I'm saying? Like my son, he definitely don't know what he's doing. He definitely don't know what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? So we got to figure it out. Like I mean, because
Yeah.
this new age parenting is different. Like my daughter, she was like she sailed with no
Yeah,
problems.
I mean, she
did a couple things. I remember.
But see, the couple bumps. See, the most that Aaliyah did is I remember I had found out she had kissed the boy. I remember that.
Oh man.
You know,
man.
and
He tore the whole house down.
And I sure did because I mean, well,
Tore the whole house down. Like her whole room had to.
It wasn't that I
was
tore the
hurricane.
whole house down. I just, there was no privileges that's going to be happening. And I do that for EJ too. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I don't know if
No, he got away. I think he got away with
he didn't get away.
He got a body on us on that one. Like he walked out of there. He had the girl come over. She kicked it. They kicked it somewhere because they went outside until I pulled up.
And
they
they
went
could have
outside.
did what they did.
Yeah.
But the reason why they go Flash Gordon is because if you had told me not.
I mean,
Because see, I really
do you in that case? Like he put us on the spot. You always do you. I would always encourage
No, I had
you to
did
do
me
you.
though. You know, I had
Yeah.
did me, and I had did me in a rated G version.
Right.
Maybe like PG-13. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he still got away with murder. He didn't get no real
Oh, no, he
consequences.
didn't get away with-
He still played the game that night.
What game?
I mean, after she left, we
I don't
talked.
remember no game, but I do remember this. The reason why I didn't want to Flash Gordon, and now that's going back to my whole scenario. The reason why I didn't want to Flash Gordon is the simple fact that we do live in a different age.
Right.
There's social media. There's
Right.
Snapchat, Vine, all these other secretive ways that people can communicate, right?
Mm-hmm.
And with Aaliyah, she grew up in an age where it just started. So when
Right.
she was young, she didn't have
It was easier
all
to
that.
control.
It was easier to control with
sure.
her. With him, if I go Flash Gordon, am I pushing him further away? Because it seems like nowadays you have to talk more to kids. Because if not, they're going to find it wherever else. You know what I'm saying?
Righteous. So you saying we should allow him? At
No,
what age?
no,
At what age is it
no.
cool? That's my question. At what age is it cool?
I didn't
Like,
say that we allow him. I think that we did the right thing as far as talking to him and letting him understand that's not acceptable and it's not going to happen again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
but at what age do we let him? Do we let him explore?
At
Because
the
like you
age-
just said, that
At
it's
the
a
age
new
you start
world.
paying bills. What do you mean? You're not gonna just be having no girls come up laying up in my day.
I didn't say laying up. That's a different
What we
conversation.
talking about?
Just coming over, man. Kids don't lay up. They hang
Ain't
out.
you woofing? We live in a day and age that people be in DMs and they think they dating. Oh no, it ain't like when we used to just, let me go over his house or her house and we just
Spend
go
actual time.
lay down and watch movie. Time?
Yeah.
Time is these microwave relationships nowadays. That's why there will be no let's just come over and we gonna let him. Oh no.
Because that's just setting them up
That's
for failure.
setting him up for failure.
So at what age you saying as long as he live in the house, he can't do it?
I can't even say that because
That's what I'm saying. You said
about
about pushing them away. So we asking you. We gonna turn to y'all. We definitely gonna ask y'all. We need the feedback. Like you know what I'm saying. We 2019 parents. We still hip hop. You know what I'm saying. Exclusives.
Well, I
you
don't
know what I'm
know
saying.
about
So
that.
I don't.
Well, I guess I do
I
have
don't
some
know
hip
what
hop
to
moves,
do.
you know.
I'm still caught between a rock
know
and a
what to
hard
do.
place. I'm still trying to find myself. How can I tell him not to do something?
Well, I
You
know
what
I know what to do because I'm Mama Bear and I don't play that mess. So the moral to the story is that I'm going to be there and be that coach and guidance every step of the way.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
yeah, as long as he live in the house.
Does that
he
mean
gotta
that
have
I accept
rules.
Sally, Jesse, Raphael to come all up in here? Absolutely not. There's boundaries that's going to happen. You know, and we're gonna definitely talk about it. But you know, am I gonna act like, oh, is he never gonna talk to another girl? Absolutely not. Because
Right.
that'd be setting my own self for failure.
Right.
You know
Total
what I'm saying?
failure. Total failure.
silly.
And pushing them away at the same time.
Because my mom used to tell me, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't. But she never gave me the why, or she never like.
Was you
Shout
trying
out
to hear
my
the why?
mom,
Though?
though. I ain't putting you down, but we talked about this before. But what I'm saying is that. Yes, I would have loved to know the why. Like, maybe if she could have...
But you'd have listened to her, though.
But listen, maybe if she would have put it to an equivalent of maybe what she had gone through.
Right.
And maybe how it affected her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I guess I come from the day and ages, like, even with my mind, like, before I'm going to do something... I need to do my, you know what I'm saying, my research, or I need to find out. I don't want to, I don't know if that even relates to children, but I think it actually does.
It does.
You know?
It definitely does. You should definitely do some research. You got to get to know your child. Like, you're programming a life.
Yeah, this is like a whole life. So it's just like, I definitely want him to feel comfortable, as he
talking
does
to
coming
us.
to us.
Yeah.
And,
that was a moment, though. Like, I had a moment.
It was a pivotal moment in
man,
parenting,
it was pivotal.
for
it
real.
It was pivotal, people. I had to pray to every God. Every God.
Well, I don't know about
I had to pray
God,
to. I mean, I almost lost
I
everything. Like, I was like really upset with the dad. The dad to
we
me
can't
felt
be
like
upset.
No, I was upset with the dad. He dropped the 12-year-old little girl over here without talking to nobody. He didn't even see if it was cool.
But you know
that's
what?
man to man. I can't say nothing to that little girl. She's like
but
being programmed by her parents.
I'm not even gonna be mad at the dad because at this particular point, I don't know exactly what their cultural thing is, and that's not for me to know. The ultimate,
she was Asian.
Okay, that's cool. But the ultimate responsibility, who owes us something?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Is our son.
For sure.
So it all goes back to our son.
Sure.
So everybody else is basically excluded from the equation, because if he would have did what he was supposed to do, we wouldn't have had all the excess baggage that came with it.
I get it.
So we're just going to go ahead, people, and thank you for everybody on Facebook for your feedback on that. That was really good dialogue. Very good dialogue.
Definitely got some good understanding, because I was really like, man, that's what I use social media for personally. I use it to really, gain understanding, gain a purpose. It's not just to see who's doing what and, you know what I'm saying, being in people's business, glorifying crazy things. I don't do that kind of stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
yeah, so it was really good feedback, So just for all those comments that were saying we were blaming the girl, that's not what was happening. We were just, getting feedback as far as, what the dad should have do, what what maybe we could have done, because the kids really you have to exclude them because they're kids and they're being programmed from their households.
Right.
So we're responsible for EJ in our household.
Right.
They're responsible for her and her household. And the things just they didn't work that day.
We can't join the two.
It just didn't work. But on the flip side, he talking about he likes somebody else now. So
that shocked me. The next day he was.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I be telling him, have friends. What is all that you got to be my girlfriend for? That microwave relationships.
Right. Well, I mean, having friends is okay to you.
Having friends is just like having guy friends, girlfriends. We all kick it. Let's all go have a great time. What do we need to this exclusive stuff? Like, what's, the exclusivity. Did I say that right? Exclusivity. Yeah, that's the part that messes everything up.
Right.
Because she, all the way from what he had told me, thought that was her boo thing. You know what I'm saying? And he was being his dad. So no.
Being his dad? What does that mean? I don't have boo things.
I am not Joe Casanova. Hey. Me and Romeo ain't never been friends.
I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
good.
Cassie.
Hey, I'm growing up. I have to grow up.
Oh yeah, no. I'm just saying, that age. Remember?
I don't get to have friends anymore, right?
No, that's not true. So that.
Oh, I do get to have friends.
Yeah, we already talked about that in the last thing. But we said friends, but there's a difference between friends and predators and prey. So, but let me go back to what we were saying as far as when we had met, remember in 7th grade.
Okay.
What was you doing in 7th grade compared to your son?
I was being a class clown for the best word I could find. And I lost all that. I don't do none of that no more. I'm focused now. It's different. It's a different EA. So I'm pretty sure my son will grow out of it too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
he
But in the
will.
meantime, he's trying to explore girls, and I'm trying to figure out how to get him out of that.
Well, I mean, you know, it's human nature to do that, but it's just boundaries. You just gotta teach him boundaries, and the
How do you teach him boundaries?
Well, I'm just gonna say the moral to the story is that he just needs to, you know, have that example. You know, have that example of what.
Well, I
it
think
is.
it's okay to have friends. I think he should be able to have as
Yeah,
many
I mean,
friends
you
as he wants.
at this age in 8th grade, you don't need to be talking about
Absolutely.
like, no, this is my
Absolutely.
girl. Like, what do we?
Yeah.
No.
Wait to 25 for sure. 25, then you ready to really explore. You know yourself by then. I wish I could do it over. So this is my do-over. It's giving it back to you.
Yeah.
It's telling you, like, wait to 25, people. I'm telling you, like, it's the best thing you can do. Until then, just be friends. Even if you have a special friend, you can have special friends. There's a such thing as special
In 8th
friends.
grade, yeah.
No, not in 8th grade. I'm not talking 8th grade. I said by, you know, when you get older. You know what I mean? But it's all about
Are we
like
back to when I came with
I
special
think life is
friends?
about I think life is about like I think life is about the you know, the interactions between man and a woman. Like it even says in the book, like, you know what I'm saying? It started with a man and a woman. So for me, I like women. I think women are the better friends to have. Like I don't want any male friends.
Yellow, and the color is blue. You don't want this smoke. Okay. Reverse, reverse. Skip you, boo boo. Skip you again, and oh no, reverse it to me with draw two.
Because,
Girls are
you know,
funner. They're
I-
funner.
as
They are.
for
They got better
me,
insight. They got better everything.
They
Like,
definitely do. But as
Yeah.
for me, I'm just gonna say this.
I don't mean it like that.
I didn't
Yeah,
say
I
you
don't-
meant it like nothing.
No,
If
but I
that's
feel your
if
energy. I
that's
feel your energy. I feel your
preference
energy.
to
My
wear-
hands starting to sweat. Just saying that, I'm like, damn, I better turn that one off. I better not go down that hole no more. That felt the whole room almost got dark. Like,
I didn't say nothing. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't mean friends like that.
There's nothing to say on that.
I mean, I don't mean friends like that. I think at the end of the night, like, you know, my wife has established boundaries when it comes to the other woman. Like, period. There's no friends unless they're
well,
your
see,
friend.
I'm not even worried about the other woman because see, it comes to a point in life at this age
Absolutely.
that either you respect the technique or you don't. You know what I'm saying? And if the technique is not respected, then, you know, at that point, then choices have to be made. Because you, as you know, like we were talking about accountability and this whole inviting the girl over to the house scenario, anything that happens with you and another woman, that you're accountable for that because ultimately the woman has no accountability to me. I'm not that's not my friend. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
I'd rather for us all to be friends, so it will never come to none of that.
well, see, the thing you have to understand is friendship. I look at friendship in a different manner. I don't necessarily understand. I don't necessarily disapprove having associates.
Okay.
However,
Okay, that's what I'll call them.
I don't want to befriend someone solely because you want to be friends with them. What interest do I have in that? I have no interest in that at all.
I can dig it.
You know what I'm saying? So as for me, like I said, everything comes to a full circle.
Your interest is me.
My interest is you, and your interest should be me. So as long
My interest is you.
So
That's a
if you-
different interest. Like that's a whole different interest, a whole different energy, a whole different.
you know,
everything.
at this particular point in life, I don't.
So you don't see nothing else. That's it. Just it's
No,
mine and
I don't
yours
know,
and-
or maybe I just don't understand what you're saying. Because at a point, yes, of course, anybody can have friends. There's nothing in the world but women and men. Duh, we already know that. But like the type of friends that we talked about in the past, they're just not the right type of friends, and I haven't seen any friends.
Okay.
I
I know some friends that I've converted to friends, and you
I
started
don't
off
think you understand the
saying
word
they
we're
wasn't
friends
okay.
with.
Well, hey.
I don't think you understand.
We used
the
a lot
word.
of words in 2019 that don't go
And
with
I
the
don't.
definition, the true
I don't,
definition.
and we had talked about
Okay,
that
so
in another segment.
I don't
about,
mean
you
friend
know,
all that.
about the meaning of nigger, all that stuff.
Yeah, things just evolve.
No, there is no evolution when a word has a base. When a word has a base, that's what the word means.
Right.
Period. Point blank.
Right.
Now, if people want to come and throw salt on it, let me change it to that's what they
Associations
do.
then. Okay. In your
So-
mind, when I speak to you, I'll speak to associations. I'm speaking like the next generation. Like they talk like that. They call each other friends without even,
Yeah,
building
but
the whole
see,
element.
and they don't know what the
I'm
word friend is because my son up here
I don't
thinks
either.
he got
I
about
don't either, then.
15,000 friends, and my definition, if you were down and out, and you needed something, not necessarily monetarily, you might need support, a place to stay, wooty woo. That's a friend.
Right.
My son is not in no realm to where, now in his age, it could be just, everybody's my friend. But when he's talking about these special friends and, we're going to talk and Snapchat and she's going to come to my house.
That's a special.
That's when we need
you
to
gotta
start.
add a couple specials to it.
That's
Special
when we need
friend.
to start, talking about.
Man, I need to
other
eat me some
things.
cheesecake because I feel like getting
shout
hot
out
in
to
here.
the cheesecake. Cheesecake
It's
break.
getting hot in here.
Oh, it ain't getting hot in
take
here. I'm
all
cooler than
your
the fan.
clothes. It's getting so hot.
You need to take your clothes off.
Oh, I feel like for real. You want some cheesecake?
What kind is that? Strawberry?
This is fire, I swear.
Yeah, I'll take a little bite. Cheesecake break. Shout out to Mason's Cheesecake.
I love you, bro. People, we love you guys. We come here for therapy. We come here to talk. We come here to get things off our chests. You know what I'm saying? And it just opens up the discussion for us throughout the week. You know what I mean? Stuff happens. Stuff is changing. We're trying to change the narrative. Like, we're going to bring up sensitive stuff, stuff to make you be like, ooh, did he say that? It's not to hurt. It's just more to get some understanding.
Oh, this is definitely,
Understanding is a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? I think that at the end of the
Therapeutic.
night. So shout out to my daughter. Aaliyah, she watched faithfully. She's always giving the feedback. Like last week, she actually laced me all the way up to the 15th power. She was like her mother without all the emotion. She said some things to me that actually really, I had to take a look at myself. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes
That was
marriages
big.
have to be, pulled up.
That was big. I was big. So shout out to you. Shout out to Quita. I've been saying that girl name wrong all this time. That's
Quita.
my boo. Quita, she be always helping me with the topics. She just throw little bones out there, man. She just had a baby and back to work.
Congratulations.
I saw a post. I follow you. You know what I'm saying? I saw a post. She right back to work. She had the
With
baby
the
in her arm.
baby.
Talking about, I'm at
Beautiful.
work with the baby. You just got out the what? That's a man.
That's what you gotta
that's
do
big.
sometimes.
That's
That's
huge.
what you
Shout
gotta
out to
do.
you though, for sure. Shout out to everybody else. People keep watching, keep subscribing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Give us topics, feedback, all that.
Yes, we need that. We need that, and we appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? We love y'all. You know what I'm saying? What you thinking, baby?
I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying? It's been a wonderful week. I just do want to say this. It's been a really rough road.
With me?
No, just in life.
Ooh.
Sometimes
I got
life just throws you through that Tasmanian devil hurricane, and you feel like the walls is just closing in on you, and sometimes you just don't know what to do. All I could tell you is from what my experience, just keep on keeping on because it's going to be a breakthrough. It's definitely going to be a breakthrough, and man,
God answer all prayers.
God is good.
God answer all prayers. Like, you know what I'm
Almost
saying?
got
Like, I'm a
emotional
believer.
there. Oof.
I'm definitely a believer. My wife definitely, she teaches. She teaches. Even her saying that, just, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how she walks around here. That's how she leads. You know what I'm saying? So she's definitely a keeper forever. Like, that's just, that's that's the queen of the castle. Like, there's nothing that compares to that relationship. I love her to death do us part, right?
Right, man. All I can tell you also is this. I always have something to say, but all I can tell you, in a relationship, in a marriage, a friendship, there's going to be some rough roads. There's going to be some dark times. There's going to be some times where you're going to be looking at your partner like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? How are we going to make it? How are we going to get to the next level? You know what I'm saying? And those right there are tests so that you can have testimonies because things will get rough. You cannot run at the first sign of problems. You know, you can't just give up because society says you have to do this, or your homegirl, your homeboy said, well, if it was me, well, if it was you, you'd be in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not talking about anything physical, mental, verbal, you know, with emotional.
It's your own journey, your own story.
I'm talking about,
you know what I'm saying?
Really like going in the grind with your partner and like really being there for them and just lifting them up in the dark times. You know, it's really a dark place, but you're gonna get through. You definitely gonna get through.
I've spoken like a true warrior. Like I'm
Man.
saying, like 25 years, like the shirt. I've been out of high school 25 years this year, right? I've been knowing her before I even started high school. So I saw her be a warrior throughout life. She perseveres. She should write a book. I keep saying it.
Oh, I'm gonna
The world
write a
keeps
book.
saying
I
it.
already have everything. You know,
what
when
I'm
I have
saying?
everything compiled and I'm ready to announce it, I'll definitely do that.
Yes,
but
definitely.
it's just gonna be a book of just, you know, what I've gone through in my life. You know, being a mom, you know, a young mom, and you know, just really just trying to raise kids in this world that we live in is hard. It's hard.
I believe, honestly, it's what you make it. You know what I'm saying?
It is what you make
everything
it,
is
but
what you
there's
make
a lot
it.
of obstacles in life.
That's
you
life.
know.
Such is life.
It definitely such is life, but being the realist that I am, it just comes to a point like as a mother, you and a wife, you know, that you have to wear many hats. You have to be a mother, a wife, a counselor, a nurse. You know what I'm saying? You got to be a coach. You know what I'm saying? You got to find
Absolutely.
time for yourself somewhere.
And see, I didn't get
Then
nothing. I didn't hear nothing out of there that was like, you know, what men want. Cause
You
like,
know-
I got asked a question before we go. I got it.
Oh,
One of the
here we
feedback
go.
they asked me what was like flowers for men. I'm gonna tell you what flowers for
Oh
men
my
is,
goodness,
right?
that was
Flowers for men. Hey, okay, it's oral pleasure. I'm gonna just say it because you know my YouTube fans. I got sponsors. I got
Yeah,
young
that-
sponsors.
that's great that it's oral
So it's
pleasure.
oral. It's oral sex. Like, hey, they call that flowers for men. So
Well, that's
like,
not flowers for me, and I still haven't got any, but that's okay.
You still haven't got no flowers?
I sure haven't, but that's cool. Because those mini hats that I was talking about, I just put on another one.
Hey,
if my hair
I
was,
got it
if
on
I
my
wasn't,
schedule.
if I wasn't mid hairdos right now, I'd take my hat off and put his, and then switch it again, and so I can show y'all the mini hats that I wear.
Yes.
So you know,
Right,
it's all good
right,
though,
right.
because
Well, before we go, I want to say this. I definitely want to shout out her because she saw me, like, you know, I feel her emotion, and definitely, I've definitely been in a dark place, like, and she knows it, and she does everything she can to keep Son in the building, like, and I definitely don't reward her enough. All she asks for is flowers, and I don't even do that enough, and I swear, like, flowers to me is like, I don't know how to do that. I know how to give you your praise where I need to give it to you.
oh yeah,
You know
I
what
get
I'm
the
saying?
praise,
So,
y'all. You know, I get the praise.
So
and
I will
stuff,
work
you know.
on the flowers. I'm gonna have to hire
And
somebody
you know,
to
it
get
has
the flowers.
nothing even to
Put it
do
on the
with
schedule.
the flowers as far as like, oh, I need something like that to feel validated. That's not what I'm saying, because he does that very well. What I'm saying is we were just talking about a couple weeks on our episode. We're talking about love languages and different things like that.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Yeah,
figure out the love language. I mean, I have to do it on my time though. I have to definitely do it on my
Oh
time.
yeah, because I'm not forcing you to do anything. Because
Absolutely.
everybody has to change on their own.
Absolutely.
And when they're ready, and when it's that
Yes.
time. Because when you get to forcing, then
Yes.
if I force you to give me the flowers, then it's not going to have the
Yes.
same meaning.
Oh
You
my
know what
God.
I'm
Then I have to
saying?
spend
So-
money to do it, and it's like that doesn't make sense. So for me, it'll all make sense. It'll all make sense
They
when I
have
do
to
it.
spending money to do it at the price of tea in China. That
I
is
gotta
not
buy.
what we talking
You gotta
about.
buy the flowers.
We were talking about being ready. I can buy my own daggum flowers. I was talking about being ready to change. You gonna talk about stuff.
It all comes down to money. Like that's what I'm saying. I need to be reprogrammed. I'm here. I need y'all to be here with
Now you
me.
do what you got to do.
You know what I'm saying?
He shows his love language in different ways, and you know I'm learning that too. So it's all good, you know.
Yeah, but it's not enough, and I'm definitely. I hear you. I watch, you know, everything we do. I look back at it just to make sure, you know what I'm saying, I get shit right. So, you know what I'm saying.
We all good,
I'm gonna
babe.
figure it out.
We all good.
Yeah, but I appreciate you though. Thank you.
I appreciate
Thank you for
you.
loving me. You know what I'm saying.
Power to
Class of
the people.
'94, same
Yes.
class as me. You know what I'm
Bam.
saying. Any final words?
Keep God first. That's all I can say. You know, keep positive. Keeping your kids' business too, because you know that's also one little addendum I was gonna put. I'm all up in my son's business. I'm talking about all up in his business.
In it.
Not overbearing, because it's funny because he laughs. You know what I'm saying? He's like, okay, because he knows the type of person I am. And then when I don't do it, he's like
Right.
surprised. Like, but it's just I just want to be in the know, and you know that's it. You know, I just want to be relevant in what he's going through in life. making sure that I'm available for him to talk to about anything, all his ups, all his downs, all his mistakes, you know, all his embarrassments that he thinks. You know, I done caught him in some embarrassing moments. You
Absolutely.
know what I'm saying? But we get
Things that we'll laugh back one day.
laugh at, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's
So
gonna be
people,
all good.
we love you guys.
Definitely.
We love you guys.
Thank
We
for
brought y'all
tuning
here.
in.
We open up our doors so y'all can see a little glimpse of what we go through on a day-to-day basis, right? You know, my wife, she loves to have her moment, right? So that's why this platform is for her. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you definitely click the like button and the notification. You want to make sure you know when it's happening, because
Subscribe.
you never know when we might just go live any second for any
Anywhere.
reason, right? You know what I'm saying? So people, take care of yourselves and each other. I'm telling you, people.
Until next time.